When I shared Ranish about pay-per-call marketing, he felt like finding a money tree. Instead of waiting for someone to fill out a form or make a purchase online, he could earn a commission just for getting a potential customer to call a business. He pictured himself advertising local services, dialing in for pricey industries, and watching his bank app light up in real time. A few months later, the glowing app was more like a dull sigh. Ads were running, numbers were flying, and he even had a stack of flyers, but his paycheck stayed flat. What happened wrong? He made the common mistakes most inexperienced pay-per-call people make. Whether you're just opening your first ad or already in the game, avoiding these mistakes will give you more time, cash, and chill. 1. Targeting the wrong audience. Ranish's first campaign was for pest control. He ran the ads all over United States cities thinking, the more people who see this, the better. But he didn't consider who actually needed the service right now. His ads reached students in dorms, people in apartment buildings with on-site management, and even folks living miles outside the service area. Why it's a mistake. Pay-per-call only pays for qualified calls. If your calls aren't from people who actually need the service, you're wasting money and effort. How to avoid it? Be specific in targeting. Use location filters for ads. Think about urgency. Who is most likely to pick up the phone immediately? Match your messaging to the pain point. Example, got termites? Call now for a free inspection. 2. Not understanding the offer's qualification rules, Ranish assumed every call he made would earn him money. He didn't read the fine print. The network only paid for calls lasting over 90 seconds. Many of his callers hung up early because they were asking for prices or calling the wrong number. Why it's a mistake. Every pay-per-call offer has rules, minimum call duration, approved locations, and acceptable call sources. If you don't meet them, you won't get paid. How to avoid it. Read the offer requirements carefully before launching. Training your traffic sources to deliver qualified leads. Avoid sending unqualified calls just to test. It can hurt your network approval rate. 3. Relying only on paid ads. Ranish invested his budget in Google ads and Facebook ads, thinking they'd bring instant results. They did, but ad costs ate up most of the profit. When his campaigns didn't convert as expected, he had no backup traffic source. Why it's a mistake. Pay-per-call works best when you have multiple lead sources, not just paid ads. If you rely on one channel, you're at the mercy of ad costs, algorithm changes, or account suspensions. How to avoid it. Mix paid ads with organic methods like SEO, local content, or YouTube videos. Build free traffic assets, e.g. a local service blog that keep calls coming in the long term. Track your ROI for each channel and cut what's not profitable. 4. Ignore call tracking and analytics. Ranish didn't track which ads brought in the best calls. He used one phone number for all campaigns, so he had no idea which keywords or placements worked. Why it's a mistake. Without tracking, you're flying blind. You can't optimize campaigns, scale winners, or cut losers. How to avoid it. Use a call tracking platform like Ringba or CallRail. Assign unique tracking numbers to each ad set or traffic source. Monitor metrics like call duration, caller location, and conversion rate. 5. Choose low-paying niches. Ranish's first offers were in industries that paid $5, $10 per call. Even with steady calls, his earnings were too low to cover the ad costs and leave a profit. Why it's a mistake. While volume can work in low-paying niches, it's often better to target industries with higher payouts, like legal, healthcare, or home services. How to avoid it. Research the average payouts in your niche. Test a mix of high-value and medium-value offers. Balance payout size with conversion likelihood. 6. Not building trust with the audience. Ranish's ads felt generic. Stock images, unclear headlines, and no personal touch. People were afraid to call because they weren't sure if the service was real or trustworthy. Why it's a mistake. Even though you're not the business owner, your marketing needs to inspire confidence. If callers feel uncomfortable, they won't pick up the phone. How to avoid it. Use clear, trustworthy messaging, licensed and insured, serving city for 20 plus years. Include reviews, testimonials, or social proof in your content. Be clear about what will happen after they call. 7. Forgetting about mobile optimization. Most of Ranish's calls came from mobile users, but landing pages weren't mobile friendly. Buttons were too small, the numbers weren't clickable, and the site loaded slowly. Why it's a mistake. If people can't easily click to call from their phone, you'll lose conversions. How to avoid it. Make phone numbers clickable, tell links. Test landing pages on different devices. Keep the design clean, fast, and mobile first. 8. Giving up too soon. After just 2 months, Ranish considered quitting. He thought it wasn't cut out for pay-per-call, but the truth was he hadn't tested enough offers, traffic sources, or strategies to find what worked. Why it's a mistake. Using pay-per-call requires some knowledge. Giving up too early means you will never reach the point where your campaigns will become profitable. How to avoid it. Set realistic timelines, 3 to 6 months of testing. Keep a testing budget separate from profit reinvestment. Learn from each campaign even if it doesn't convert. Final thoughts. Renish finally turned things around by focusing on the right audience, tracking his calls, and choosing high-paying offers. He learned to treat pay-per-call as a business, not a quick win, and within 6 months, he generated consistent commissions. Pay-per-call marketing is powerful because it connects real people to real businesses in real time, but it only works if you approach it strategically, avoid common mistakes, and continually refine your process. Whether you're a business owner, student, or content creator, the path to pay-per-call success is the same. Know your audience, understand your offers, track and optimize relentlessly. Avoid these pitfalls, and you'll be far ahead of most novice marketers who jump in without a plan.